EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Well, there you go, Charles. The first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign, it's the debut of DeMeco Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table?
Robert Woods!
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Houston.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They go again with Pierce. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
On the stick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They'll run here with Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson,
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 58 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Texans 24. Ravens 10. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
It's second and
Jackson.
at the 31-yard line.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Dobbins. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, I'm a partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The second down throw now from Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Texans 31, Ravens 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in your step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. That's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. An option give now to Mitchell. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's Mitchell. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and 6 now. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Texans.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Texans, first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now Stroud. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Texans. Andrew Beck. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Duvernay now going to bring it out and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throw caught by Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 158 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And this time he is in. Dameon Pierce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. I don't see any flags, Charles. And in the final stages, the return touchdown has him an extra point away from tying this up.
You're exactly right. The field is clean. It's going to count.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This is first and 10. Stroud to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here comes second down. Give left side for Pierce. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Got his man, it's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Houston.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, able to avoid him. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll come up first and 10 here. Another carry for Pierce. Still staying on his feet. Are you And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right